Hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wenzel, Levy, Romeo, Volt, Christian, OJ, Oliver, SC, LJ. Welcome all. And Lirio, welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's just play some music here. There you go. There you go. Hold on. Let me refresh this. Hold on. I'm still sick, chat. Okay. There you go. Not sure if you could see it, but we are still reeling in from a weekend of being sick. So I still am. Hopefully everybody is otherwise fine, unlike me. Sana ligtas kayo and everything is good. Kumusta ka, Mio? Valix, of course, as always. Volt and Valix na nasa Twitch. Welcome to the stream. No, wala pang dumarating. Kasi hindi pa ako nag-order, Levy. Antayin ko mag-11:11. I'm gonna wait till 11:11 to maximize vouchers and free delivery fees. Kaya I will be ordering the Christmas stuff after the stream. Yeah. Kailangan ma-maximize natin diba? So big brain. How's everybody? Chat? Man, I did not realize speaking would hurt. I don't think I've spoken this much since the weekend, but here we are now. Yeah, gagaling naman tayo. It's just so weird, man. Like, it's funny. Sino yung nagtanong last week, if magkakasakit ka, which would you rather have? Cough or colds? And then sabi ko, kung magkakasakit ako, siguro coughs. Ayan, naging cough nga talaga. Been hyperventilating. What's the cause of this, Romeo? General, is it anxiety or is it a side effect of a medicine? Bad trip lang din yung cough. I think yung bad trip sa cough, yung kapag tulog ka. I don't think I've gotten a good night's rest since my cough started being more frequent nung Thursday. Huwag sana both, di ba? Oh, wow. Lakas ng hangin, no? If I'm not mistaken, it's gonna peak at 8 p.m. Northern Luzon, ang wind. So, well, it's already almost 9, so nag-peak na. And I think we're pretty much done. How's everybody, though? Meron ba ditong binaha or nasiraan ng bahay? Yun na nga, si Romeo nabagsakan ng kisame. Di naman nabagsakan ng kisame si Romeo, pero bumigay yung kisame. Thank you, Manang. Where did you go, Levy? You did mention puro active stuff. Was it a good decision to have traveled? What's up, Yanni? I see you, Yanni. Don, Bean, Lloyd, Joseph. Why do we have lyrics on this song? Hold on. There. Yup, mag-fudgy and lava cake tayo. Pagbabangga natin yung dalawa to find out which is the king of the hill. But at the same time, because I have been sick, I'm gonna have to, I'll be honest with you, I have to gauge my appetite. Hindi ako sure kung kakayanin ko. My appetite has been hit or miss over the weekend, even my rest. On paper, and by on paper, I mean literally sa cellphone, I got 9 hours of sleep, which is good, right? But then, when I woke up, went to the grocery. After nun, nagnap pa ako. So, sobrang parang kulang ng tulog. I was tossing and turning, coughing. Wait lang. Ayan, nawala tuloy. Baon mo to, Christian? Alin, yung fudgy bar or yung lava cake? Fortunately, no, nung Saturday, hindi pa ganun hindi pa bumagsak talaga yung ulan. So, yung Spartan race ni Paul, yung Blackpink run ni Levi, natuloy pa rin. Pero nung Sunday, dun na talaga bumagsak eh. Buti natuloy yung yung LOL. I don't think Metro Manila got the worst of it. I think other parts of Luzon did. But for the most part, I think Metro Manila just suffered a lot of I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out tonight. Alam ko Malabon binaha. Marikina, may mga taga Marikina dito, 'di ba, chat? Kamusta ang Marikina? Binaha ba ang Marikina?
Hello, padaan lang po. Ang gwapo naman itong may sakit na ta. Haha, pasensya na po, wala ako last time. Medyo busy si lolo nyo, hehe. I-message kita, Carlos, kung bakit cheeky smiley face.
Okay. Alright. I'll hear you out. Thank you, WGO. Oh nga, sila ni Rigo. May dalawang taga Marikina. Si Rigo at si Caleb. Lots of wins for sure. Nabasag ng Sierra. Actually, now that you mention it, hindi rin binaha ang Marikina. Now that, dang it, SC. How'd you find out? You're not slick enough. Haircut ko, I don't know what my haircut is called, Leonard. I just let Kuya Andy do his magic. You mean you're not too affected? Your viewing party? Okay, we weren't. Yeah. You weren't too affected. Makes sense naman. Man, I've yet to attend a viewing party for gaming championships. I feel like it would be fun, especially if you're rooting for a team. Did Philippines participate in this championship? So, okay, Marikina hindi binaha. What's up, JSP? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so ito yung binring up ni Romeo kanina. We suck at LOL. How about ML? Are we any good? What esports are we good at? I'm curious about that, Ron. May nabasa ako dyan. Look. I think I found it here somewhere. Mayors. There are mayors from Cebu na nag-vacation. I'm not sure if it's here. Mayors in Cebu na nag-vacation nung humampas ang Tinop. They were in the UK. But at the same time, I feel like it's not that na nag-vacation sila. I feel like it's because na-stuck sila doon, di sila makauwi. Do I have that right? I'm not trying to defend them. I just saw that and immediately that's what I thought. Right? Because if you're a good politician, uuwi ka, di ba? Uuwi ka. I mean, they're all at UK and London at the same time for something. Right? And they probably all couldn't come home kasi dumating yung Tino, then yung Uwan. Then again, may mga kilala akong nag-travel pa rin eh. Oh, okay. ML pala, Southeast Asian lang. Okay, so this is pretty interesting because this is a TIL and I wanna hop off what Gio said, pero maraming kumakalat na ganito. I've been seeing this around, especially this morning. Everybody's celebrating Sierra Madre kasi apparently the headline is the same. Yung mata nung storm, binasag, sinira, kinalas ng Sierra Madre. And then people are sharing radar images or videos of the eye being destroyed by Sierra Madre. So check this one out. This is probably one of the things na nakikita nyong kumakalat.
Yung mata ng bagyong Uwan binasag ng Sierra Madre. Ito ay kuha sa satellite image guys. Alas 9 GMT nang naglandfall ito sa Aurora province. Kaya guys, wag nating sirain ang ating inang kalikasan. Sila po yung proteksyon sa tuwing may bagyong pumapasok sa ating bansa. Guys, tignan nyo yung mata ng bagyong Uwan binasag ng Sierra Madre. Ito ay kuha sa satellite image guys. Alas 9 GMT nang naglandfall ito sa Aurora province. Kaya guys, wag nating sirain ang ating inang kalikasan. Sila po yung proteksyon sa tuwing.
And then you've probably seen this image as well na kumakalat din. I think it's a pretty badass image. Say what you want. Right? Say what you want. But this is pretty cool. If this is going to push protecting nature some more and being proud of what we got, hell yeah, right? The Guardians of Luzon. I like it. I like this. 100% support it. But let us be clear. Apparently, chat, we got it a little wrong. Okay? We got it a little wrong. Sierra Madre does not stop typhoons. Experts clarify. And again, I did not know this until today. I barely even read this article. I just got curious and Googled Sierra Madre because I wanted to find out exactly how it did it, only for me to land on this article. Okay? While widely believed to break storms, the Sierra Madre only minimally weakens typhoons after landfall. Keyword here is minimally weakens. Alright? Calls to protect Sierra Madre mountain range resurfaced over the weekends as Typhoon Uwan battered parts of the country, displacing more than 1.3 million people. The typhoon is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Tuesday, November 11. On social media, some users repeated a familiar claim. The Sierra Madre breaks the eye of the storm before it crosses Luzon. But speaking on DZMM, ABS-CBN meteorologist and weather anchor Ariel Rojas explained that while the mountain range can distort a typhoon's internal structure, its weakening effect is limited. Yung structure ng bagyo, vertical po yan. When the storm's vertical column interacts with mountainous terrain, its structure becomes distorted. Diba yung slinky, pag pinatayo mo at inislant mo, hindi mo na makikita yung end-to-end na butas. Yun daw yung ginagawa ng bundok. However, Rojas clarified that the typhoon center does not disappear. Sa radar, makikita pa rin yan. So apparently, he's speaking from the perspective. So when we look at this, right? When we look at this, when it looks like, when we see this chat and it looks like nawawala yung butas or yung mata ng storm, it is only because if you imagine a slinky, which by the way is a great analogy, if you have a slinky at tinayo mo, and ang diba, I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what a slinky looks like, right, chat? A slinky, ganyan. Slinky. Slinky standing. Nah, that's not a good one. Slinky stretched vertically. Yan, okay. So if you have a slinky like this, right? You have a slinky like this. Okay, if you have a slinky like this, tas hinatak mo pataas, ang nangyayari, think of this as the typhoon, right? Think of this as a typhoon. Okay, you got that image right in your head. Alright, let's go to trusty old paint here. So if you have the image of the slinky like this, and then ito yung Sierra Madre mo, let's say the mountain ranges like this, the moment it hits the Sierra Madre, yung slinky mo, gaganito. So the eye is still present, pero magmumukhang nawala siya from the radar looking downward. I hope that makes sense. I don't think I did a good illustration for it, but the effect apparently is minimal. So it's a pretty good thing to know, because I was personally impressed by the fact that Sierra Madre once again did its job, but apparently not so much. And that's not to say we shouldn't protect Mother Nature. If anything, we should protect whatever we have that can help us no matter how much, diba? Kahit onti lang, kahit minimal lang. The end of the day, we're just very grateful, of course, that at least in Metro Manila, we were able to mitigate some of its effects. Kulang pa. Kulang pa for sure. May mga binaha pa rin, may mga nasalanta pa rin. But I'd like to think that for the most part, if you're lucky that you're watching this live stream or you have Wi-Fi or di kayo nawalan ng kuryente, it's good that we prepared for the worst. Sierra Madre chain weakens typhoons after they make landfall in the east coast of Luzon. These mountains do not protect the east coast of Luzon, which regularly experiences some of the strongest tropical cyclone impacts in the world. Despite this, protecting Sierra Madre remains crucial. Diba? Yun naman yung nabanggit din natin. So, that's pretty cool to know. Again, no harm, right? I don't think there's I think the intention behind let's protect Mother Nature is well and good. But today, and only today did I find out na ano pala yun, mas may science pala. At mas kailangan nating maging aware sa nangyayari kapag typhoon. It helps for the most part, right? Hey, Philip. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Here another one from Kuya Kim. Ayon sa DOST, maaaring Here, let me highlight it for you because it's a little hard to read. Ayon sa DOST, maaaring makatulong ang Sierra Mountain Range bilang natural na panangga na bahagyang nagpapahina o nagpapabagal sa lakas ng hangin ng mga bagyo, lalo na sa hilagang silangan ng Luzon. Pero ayon sa mga eksperto, hindi ito nagbibigay ng kompletong proteksyon laban sa matinding epekto ng malalakas na unos. Unos? Batay sa pag-aaral ni na Dr. Jerry Bagtasa at Dr. Bernard Alan Racoma noong 2023 na inilathala sa Philippine Journal of Science, mas malaki pa rin ang pinsalang dulot ng matitinding pag-ulan at pagbaha kaysa sa mismong malalakas na hangin ng bagyo. There you go. Oh. I think it's the ang worry talaga is volume of rain. Volume of rain and yung flooding. I think that's the one you should pay more attention to. Diba? So end of the day, hate to say it, alam kong umay na kayo dito, but if we highlight this, matinding mas malaki pa rin ang pinsalang dulot ng matinding pag-ulan. I mean, hey, again, chat, I don't wanna be that guy, but I am being that guy right now. Amount of rain and flooding pa rin ang problema natin. It's not so much the amount of according to this one, it's not so much the strength of the winds, right? It's the flooding. So balik na naman tayo dun. Kaya kahit may epekto ang Sierra Madre at pagpapahina ng bagyo, hindi nito napipigilan ang malawakang pagbaha at landslide dulot ng extreme rainfall. There you go. But apart from that, again, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't take care of Sierra Madre anymore. Kailangan pa rin natin siya alagaan, right? And we should continue to fight against deforestation, mining, at iba pang mapanirang aktibidad. So there you go. Volume of water and how fast it pours. Yeah, and gaano siya ka naiipon. Wait, hold on. So the real news is fake news? Okay, I want to try and understand right now what's happening here. So the real news is fake news? Sierra Madre does not stop typhoons. Did we miss something here? Because there's one thing that I want clarification on actually. It's this one. The word after, right? Man, ang hirap magsalita. There you go. The Sierra Madre chain weakens typhoons after they make landfall on the east coast of Luzon. So what is, I mean, so it helps? So you mean to the west to the west of Sierra Madre na protect? All right. I want proper explanations, chat. We read it as it is. Now let's understand. We read it as it is. Now let's try to understand it. Because I also don't have a lot of talking capacity right now. Medyo like inuubo pa rin talaga tayo, and I don't want to overdo it because I have a talk that I gotta do on Wednesday. Dang, we gotta get to the bottom of this then. Iba-iba pala mga information natin ah. Oh, okay.
Cyclones are fueled by warm ocean water. When a cyclone makes landfall, it gets cut off from its source of fuel. That's why landfall weakens cyclones, whether hurricanes, storms, typhoons.
Mapuputol to. Let me Okay. I think I get it now. Naputol nga, di ba? Knew it. There's a limited amount of talking. Limited lang ang laway ni DTS. Here, let me read it. I can read it. That's why landfall weakens cyclones, whether hurricanes, storms, or typhoons. There you go. Okay, and then so the Sierra Madre still helps, right? Okay, I think we have to dig deep a little more. Okay, so let me get this straight, chat. Let me get this straight. Tell me if I have it right, okay? I mean, tell me if I have this right. For the sake of knowledge, right? Is this the Sierra Madre? What? What's that? Wait, there. This is the Sierra Madre mountain range. How do we the type of terrain? Layers, there you go. terrain. There you go. Okay, is this what we're looking at? Sierra Madre? Ito ba yung Sierra Madre, chat? Let's take a look. Educate ourselves. Sierra Madre Mountain Range. It's this one. Okay, there you go. Sierra Madre Mountain Range. All right, perfect. 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 There you go. Okay. All right, chat. Let me get this straight. So, to clarify, okay, so tama raw, alright. Tama raw yung towel analogy. Alright, let's get this straight. Okay, para alam na natin kung ano yung 100% fact-checked and peer-reviewed. And by peers, I mean just us. So, until an expert comes in, what we got is a lot of Googling done and a lot of verification done on our ends. And hopefully, we get to as close to the truth as possible. But based on what I've understood from reading the articles, seeing the fake news, and then reading your chat, ang naintindihan ko ganito. Generally, you have a typhoon, right? I mean, not generally, there's a typhoon. And then may water, yung source nung tubig nung typhoon, based on the water cycle, is the water. And so, very, the natural life of a typhoon ends on land. Kasi wala siyang water source na. I mean, it could end on water kapag masyado nang mahina. But generally speaking, once it hits land, humihina na ang typhoon kasi wala na siyang water source. So let's get that out right out the way. That's fact, right? That's fact. When it hits land, humihina na ang typhoon. Of course, not immediately, but as it loses its source of water, hihina na nang hihina ang typhoon. So let's say, for example, the typhoon goes on land and then it just continues to run on land. At one point, it's gonna run out. Right? That's it. Right? That's it. Now, what happens here is that when it hits land, okay, and it naturally gets weaker and weaker, mas napapahina pa siya because of the Sierra Madre. Right? Yup. If you cut the water, ang matitira is the water left. So the Sierra Madre still helps. But to clarify, it does not stop a typhoon. So it technically helps, and it helps significantly to all the places to the left of the Sierra Madre. Pero dito sa kanan, yung mga naandito kung saan kung saan sila yung unang matatamaan, sila yung mabubugbog, right? Everybody to the right of the Sierra Madre, sila ang mabubugbog nung Sierra Madre nung typhoon mismo. And then to the left, because una sa lahat, wala nang water source yung typhoon dahil nga naglandfall na siya at nadidisrupt pa siya nung Sierra Madre, mas nagiging maginhawa, hindi naman maginhawa, pero mas nagiging less na yung strength ng typhoon. Alright? Alright, that's it. That's it, chat. That's it. That's it. That's it. The mountain does not divert the water itself. Because the mountain range pushes the water typhoon. Alright, there you go. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so like as literal as a barrier is, right? Ito nang nakikita natin. How about yung mga nagla-live sa TikTok na feeling meteorologist sila? Nakakainis sila. I think Japoy, for as long as the 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 goal is to find out the truth, okay lang. Pero kung for content's sake, para lang makiuso or dahil trending, I think doon nagiging mali. If the goal is awareness, education, to find out some more about the typhoon, or to read headlines para mas may matutunan tayo, okay lang yun. Pero Japoy, kung again, makiuso lang for views or for content's sake, I think dun siya mali. No, but look at the beef. Look at the beef. It got quashed right there. Nagtanong si Philip, sinagot ni Gio. O, diba? Chat, I love it. It's just like that. Philip asks, yo, are you offending? Sabi ni Gio, sorry, but I didn't mean to. That's it, man. That's how it is. That's how it is. For the most part, the sarcasm doesn't come across on paper. So, it's hard for us to understand each other on chat all the time. Kaya very helpful pa rin chat na minsan diretsuhin nyo na. Nanggagago ka ba? Yun. And then, hindi. Sorry bro. Hindi. Hindi tapos. Propaganda itong pinapakalat ng mga politiko. Yun na nga, LJ, no? What is it? Diba? I mean, I don't want to put on my tinfoil hat. What do you think, chat? You think it's propaganda? Na pinapakalat ng mga politiko na hindi, wala namang effect yung Sierra Madre. Because look at how we went from, oh, Sierra Madre the best. Wait lang, Sierra Madre not so effective, and then back to Sierra Madre the best. I would have stuck to Sierra Madre not the best, or Sierra Madre not so good, if you hadn't corrected my mistake, chat. Because I did read fairly credible sources of information. Look at this. Rolling Stone debunked. And then it cites weather experts. And then tiningnan din natin yung kay Kuya Kim. Diba? I think it's a communication problem. I think it's a communication it's a communication problem, because I think that's where that's the problem a lot of the times with scientists, right? And it's not new news. A lot of the time scientists are just so focused on the truth and finding out what's true that they don't leave space for nuances, or they don't leave space for the gray area. And that's fine. That's how their brains are wired. But look at this, chat. By debunking a claim, naging totally different naman yung definition. Right? Because totoo naman Sierra Madre does not stop typhoons. And Sierra Madre does help, but minimally, apparently. Pero nag-iba yung definition. But what they did, what Ariel Rojas apparently meant to say was the weakening effect to the right of Sierra Madre, to the east of Sierra Madre, is not significant. But to the west of Sierra Madre, dun na raw nagiging significant. What's this? Second link daw. Many folks are posting misinformation about the Sierra Madre in the Philippines. Let me set the record straight. The Sierra Madre chain weakens typhoons after they make landfall on the east coast of Luzon. These mountains do not protect the east coast of Luzon, which regularly experiences some of the strongest tropical cyclone impacts in the world. So there you go, right? I think tama yung sinabi ni Philip. Na, I mean, this scientist, meteorologist, had very good intentions. Pero I think hindi niya nabanggit na it does not stop typhoons or it minimally weakens typhoons pag nasa east ka. Nasa east ka ng Luzon. To the eastern portion, right? But to the western portion, malaki na yung tulong apparently. Diba? Communication problem nga. Alright, well, you know what? Insofar as the 16 people in the stream right now, plus a couple in Twitch and another dozen here on TikTok, chat. Lahat tayo may natutunan bago, 'di ba? If wala kayong natutunan bago, at least yung mga alam nyo na refresh or yung mga nagduro ng bago nakatulong. So I like it. I like it because we somehow all help one another learn or reinforce knowledge today. And you know what? I like it when that happens. I like it because it feels like may kwenta yung ginagawa natin. So that's as far as Uwan goes in the Sierra Madre. Let's look at other headlines. By the way, thank you for the call-outs, Romeo and Gio, na wanted to set the record straight. Because if it weren't for you guys, again, I would have been stuck on, hindi pala nakakatulong yung Sierra Madre. Scientist na yung nagsabi. So, I think one thing is, one thing that we have to clarify though is the eye of the storm doesn't get destroyed. I think is still true, right? The eye of the typhoon still doesn't get destroyed by the Sierra Madre. By the way, what's interesting here is Philip and Gio, you're both educators. Just so you know, you guys are both educators. Sana, no? Shield na yun. Alright, let's look at the other headlines here. Honestly, SC, I think we should, right? Let's be real. Pour all our resources into just building a new mountain. Heck, why not just build a Great Wall of the Philippines, but make it mountain-sized? Big brain. Do you guys see this, chat? Nakita niyo na to, chat? Solid neto. I don't know what the history is here. Bakit na pa-report yung cameraman mismo? I only saw the first minute. And then after this, wala na. Only saw the first minute and then I'm like, ooh, I wonder what this is about. 6 minutes yata yung video eh. Anybody know the history behind it? Na-stranded yung actual reporter. Where else do you see a cameraman reporting? Proud of our multi-talented Mark Andrew Ortiz. He can shoot, photograph, fly a drone, edit stories, and also report. Kasamahan namin to sa West Philippine Sea. Tunay na matapang. Let's go! Let's go! Real recognizes real. Real recognizes real, man.
Ortiz, Mac, kumusta kayo dyan? Meron pa bang baha?
You could see how visibly nervous he is, but it's so cool how tinulungan din siya no news anchor on the right to ease up and continue the report in a more calm manner.
Ngayon, andito tayo ngayon sa Legazpi City. Medyo mahangin pero wala nang ulan, wala na rin baha. Pero maintain pa rin yung red alert status ng probinsya. Continuous pa rin yung monitoring ng response team. Hindi bababa sa 30 barangays yung binaha. At sa ngayon, tumaas sa 77,000 families ang nag-evacuate or may more or less total na 257,000 individuals. And as of the latest, no casualty pa rin dito sa Albay.
Okay. Bok, Mac, masyadong ang formal eh. Kwentuhan mo lang ako. Okay. Pala, lumakad-lakad ka lang dyan. Kwentuhan mo kung nakikita mo.
First time.
Oh, okay
I love it, man. I love it.
lang yan. Okay. Kwentuhan mo kung nakikita mo dyan. Ano naranasan niyo kanina? Kamusta na ngayon? Ganun lang. Sige, para tayo nag-inuman.
Okay. Kanina kasi, Bok, galing kami dito sa Legazpi. Tumumbo kami papuntang First District kung saan yung mas
Yeah,
malapit
this is
daw
the
dun
cameraman.
sa east portion ng Albay. Doon sa Santo Domingo, Albay, kung saan yung malapit yung seaside.
Yo, chat. Nag-storytelling na talaga siya. Look at the eyes. Nagre-recall na siya ng events. So, legit. Ang galing, no? Not only, I mean, I'm assuming based from 1.5 minutes that I've watched so far. But based on the 1.5 minutes, sobrang coachable. Sobrang coachable na sinabihan lang siya, Mac, ganito, kwentuhan mo lang ako para tayong nagiinuman. He did exactly what he was told and he did it well.
Talagang malakas yung ulan, malakas yung hangin, and
LJ, he planned the typhoon. That's the only explanation for this. He planned the typhoon, he grew the goatee, and then he knew masa-stranded yung reporter. Memorize niya na actually yung sinasabi niya, and acting lang tong lahat, kunwari inexperienced siya. I'm with you on that, LJ.
as we go papunta dun sa Tabaco, nadaanan natin yung mga bayan ng Bakakay, Malilipot.
Yung Tabaco, mas malapit yung Tabaco sa Uwan,
nadaanan
di ba?
natin yung Yes, Bok. Marami tayong nakitang bumagsak ng mga puno, kawag ng kuryente nagsasayawan. Meron pa rin mga tao nagsisilabas, yung parang may nakita kasi kami doon, Bok, na parang malapit yung bahay nila sa kanal. Parang tinatanggal nila yung mga bara para yung agos ng tubig
Lumabas sa tubig.
Diretso yung flow. Opo.
Ito, nakikita nga natin
Tapos
yung video.
pagdating naman namin ng Tabaco, yun, parang doon namin doon yung peak nung lakas nung hangin.
Yo! Sarete here with the real comment. Cameramen are invincible. Kaya siya na yung pinag-report. I like your take.
Tabaco, syempre, malapit na yun sa dagat.
Tapos pumunta kami doon sa may area ng parang port area. Meron kami nakitang may parang tumawag or tumagilid na medyo malaking bangka. Malakas pa rin yung hangin. Tapos kasagsagan nung bagyo, meron pa rin tayong mga kapatid na inaayos yung kanilang mga bahay. Tapos siguro after 30 minutes, may nakita kaming bumagsak na poste. Tapos habang kasagsagan nung bagyo, tinulungan ng Bureau of Fire para matanggal yung nakaharang doon na poste.
Teka, Mac, just to be clear, at this point, sa puntong
Yes,
ito, wala pa kayo nababalitaan na casualties dyan sa Albay? Ganun ba? At least at this point, sa puntong ito.
Yes. Bok, bago tayo mag-live dito, pumunta tayo doon sa Apsimo.
Galing. Alright, I don't think we can watch more of this to prevent problems, but this was pretty cool, chat. I would put this, tama si LJ, I would put this side by side with, you remember when Atom Araulio reported? Nung bumabagyo? What was that? Yolanda ba yun? Athor Araulio? What was that, chat? The meme? There you go. Athorm Araulio. Bagyo ka lang. Guwapo ako. And then literally, bumabagyo.
Nararanasan namin na malakas na hangin, ulan, yun yung epekto, kumbaga, ng mga lugar na nasa eye wall. Bok.
Gio, ilarawan mo nga sa amin na kung ano yung pakiramdam na nandyan sa
Gio, anong ginagawa mo dito, Gio? Chat. Gio, what are you doing in chat? Don't you have reporting to do, Gio?
eye wall. Gaano ba kalakas yung paghampas ng hangin na nasa likod mo? Kasi sa ngayon, nakikita lang namin na medyo kalmado. Siguro kasi ikaw yung nakasilong. Pero gaano ba kalakas dyan sa likod mo?
Yo, that's foreshadowing. Sobrang foreshadowing naman nito. Gaano ba kalakas? Mukhang nakasilong ka lang kaya hindi malakas eh.
Pwede mo bang ilarawan sa amin yan?
First of all, nakakatakot yung malakas na hangin na nararanasan natin dito sa Baler, Aurora, no? At maging sa ibang lugar ng probinsya. Kung maririnig nyo lang yung mga bakal dito na winawasiwas ng malakas na hangin. Nag-brown out kaya hindi natin na makikita, pero kung magaganito, ito yung hangin ngayon. Nandito tayo ngayon sa may PDRRMO. At ayun, may mga lumilipad na mga debris mula sa mga bahay. Ito, kaya lubhang delikado po na lumabas kasi hindi natin namamalayan. May mga yero na po na lumilipad sa direksyon natin, kaya mas mabuti.
Yo, that would have been bad. Ilarawan mo nga. Tama, no, Levi? Ilarawan mo nga. No, that's not enough. I will demo it.
Na sumilong.
I know, man. That was crazy. That's why there's also this. What's this, Valix? I can blank myself sa kanya during my teaching internship. That's why there's also this article that I saw, chat. Not article, but this one, right? Sobrang respect. I've said this over and over again. You prefer vloggers and influencers now for your so-called unbiased content, but on our worst days as a nation, it's the journalists who will show up. Remember that. And then you have this. Diba? So, respect pa rin sa journalists natin, especially for they are our frontliners during times like this, right? They let us know what's going on and they're updating us sa nangyayari during our dark days, man. That's nuts, LJ. That's good to hear, Valix. Rosing in 1995? What's Rosing, man? What's Rosing? Anong context ng Atorm? Si ABS-CBN kasi to eh, kaya mag-GG tayo if we play this eh. Pero Atom, Araulio, Yolanda. Solid to eh. Here. Atom, Araulio.
Isa sa di nating malilimutang coverage ay ang
Lakas ng hangin, bumalik kami sa loob ng gusali.
Paputol-putol na yung ating linya ng komunikasyon.
Tama ang aming pagpapasya. Makalipas kasi ang ilang minuto, nagsimula ng rumagasa ang anumang makakabangkay ng mga hindi nakaligtas. Bukod sa Leyte, Doble o
Pero nandito tayo ngayon sa downtown ng Tacloban at kasalukuyan na ang binabayo ng malakas na hangin itong syudad. Dito lang tayo sa mga gilid ng mga building para makapagkubli ng konti.
Pero
Yun. Athorm Araulio. That's the lore behind it. Yun yung bagyo kung saan si Pia Hontiveros nakatali sa pose habang nagre-report. Wow, I don't remember that anymore. Gosh, Yolanda, Ondoy, those were the big ones, huh? During our time. Hindi pa raw tatay si LJ nito. All right, what else do we have here? There's a lot to see here, actually. Naga City Mayor's office as an evacuation facility. Okay, that's good. That's good to see. Grabe, no? Mac Ortiz getting his flowers. Well deserved. Let's appreciate also, what's this? Let's appreciate also Ed Lingao for trying to make the engagement less stressful for Mac. We need these kinds of seniors sa workplace, yung matagal ng guiding and supporting for the newer ones. I can only imagine what's going through Mac's head while reporting. Ang galing, grabe. Utmost respect for journalists and their crew. Kudos kay Sir Ed. Oh, diba? This one I saw also earlier today. This is very interesting. Project Noah. Right? Project Noah, which is very controversial because apparently Project Noah, according to this headline, still lines up almost perfectly with the areas that went underwater. So, where are we here? Itong Project Noah na sinimulan. When was Project Noah started? Because it was defunded, right? Project Noah is the Philippines' primary disaster risk reduction and management program. Damn. Bilis naayos ka agad, Philip. Nationwide operational assessment of hazards. Flood control, flood information, sorry. And then it was defunded, right? In January 2017, however, the Philippine government announced that Project Noah would be shut down effective March 1, citing lack of funds. It was supposed to remain in operation only until Feb 28, 2017. On Feb 23, UP decided to adopt Project Noah and continue its operations upon the termination of its administration by the DOST on Feb 28. The last component completed before the end of its DOST-administered era was the ISAIA, which sought to translate hazards mapped by the project in municipal-level risk assessments that detail the level of exposure and vulnerability of a community. Wow. Look at that, chat. And then defunded. For why was it defunded? Does anybody know why it was defunded? Oh, wait. So the funded... Wait, so it was defunded because it was... It's already done? Not probably, but surely defunded. Remember, the guy also wants to abolish science-based education. Lol. Oh. Oh, completed, quote-unquote, pero not real. Future administrations should prioritize reviving such programs. Yeah, man. Sabi ni Rian, Project Noah is coming back. The Senate and representatives are filing bills for it. Wow. Man, I mean, one would think, right? One would think that as a country constantly hit by typhoons, we would have some kind of world-renowned thought leadership that other countries will follow. Right? Like, you know how, because parati tayong nakakaranas ng typhoon, we not only have the experience, but also the time and research to have developed something that is world-class. Like, that's my dream. Like, as lame as that sounds, my dream is that we're so good at typhoons, other countries are adopting our methods and techniques. Kasi ang galing natin. But, well, I guess it's not gonna happen. Pia Hontiveros during Rosing. Literal tinali siya, no? Sabi ni Valex, our prowess of research skills isn't much recognized by our government. Well, I mean, if this is any true, right? This sucks. Look at this. Gusto ba ng farmer yung research? Hindi ba gusto nila tulungan nyo sila? Bakit ba lahat ng budget nyo research? I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I remember a teacher telling me all the way back in 2015 or 2016 that Tesla, say what you want about Tesla today, right? But all the way back in 2015, I think the reason why Tesla wasn't profitable during that time in 2015 is because all of their profits were just being thrown back at R&D. Same with Amazon. For the longest time, Amazon wasn't profitable because all their profits binabalik lang nila sa R&D. And look at them now, right? Or look at them at least when the research benefited them. It doesn't take a lot of knowledge or a lot of smarts to find out that or to know that research helps. So it's crazy that this claim was actually made. Lahat ng budget nyo research. Then again, in a country like the Philippines, kung saan, you know, research is money also. I mean, money that funds research can also be easily stolen, right? Andaling kurakutin ng research money, 'di ba? So perhaps maybe that was the background behind this. Maybe there was an investigation kung ano nangyayari sa research and napatanong siya ng ganito. It's a bad clip, of course, because we don't know. But generally, that's also true. Research or funds for research are easily stolen. What is this? Noah isn't gone, but here's what we lost when the project ended. So it's gone. Project completed, but work not yet done. In January 2017, the government announced it would pull the plug on Project Noah due to lack of funds for it. The role of Noah then, because we are part of the OST, was official and the information relay could be heard by everybody. And in-adopt na siya ng Project Noah. In-adopt na ng UP yung Project Noah. What's the takeaway from this? Okay, let's look at more Reddit threads. Vice President and now Naga City Mayor Lenny Robredo was seen joining the clearing operations in Naga City. A day after the onslaught of Typhoon Uwan, the city government has opened the Naga City. I don't like this photo. I'll be honest, I don't like this photo. I don't like this photo, chat. What's the point? What is the mayor doing out here sweeping the leaves? Like, much as I love Lenny, and genuinely believe that she's trying to do something good here, what's the point? There's no point here. Maybe she really has nothing else to do, right? Maybe Lenny is so great at what she does as a mayor, wala na talaga siyang pwedeng gawin at this minute, and sweeping is the best that she can do. Right? This screams Mar Rojas, exactly. This screams Mar Rojas being the MMDA. So, poor PR stint. I don't like it at all. Diba? Sa sobrang galing mag-delegate oh my God, I have like 10 minutes of free time. I don't want the 10 minutes to go to waste. Magwawalis na lang ako dito. Diba? I don't like it. Or maybe, here's the thing. How about this? How about this take? Right? Especially for those who really believe in Lenny. What if nagwalis lang talaga siya? What if nagwalis lang talaga siya and wala siyang di naman niya ina-expect na may magpi-picture sa kanya? What if, diba? What if? Like she wasn't expecting anybody to take a photo of her. She just wanted to help sweep. Yeah, what if nagwawalis lang talaga siya and it's not that deep? Di ba? Like, wala siyang balak magpa-picture. She's probably hoping na hindi siya pinipicturean. You can't beat this, baby. Yun na nga eh. That's what I think so too. Lenny does not seem the type to be inauthentic. Yan ang presidenteng sinayang nyo. The DDS will spin this into something negative and horrible. They will simply spin it as being epal. At gagayahin ni Sarah for photo op. Madam Lenny, di ba dapat na mamasyal pag may bagyo? Gayahin niyo si Sarah pag may bagyo, naglalayas. Oh my gosh. Now, I wanna see a good take. Sayang si Lenny talaga. No, chat, there has to be a good take. Kumusta na kaya yung bumoto kay BBM? BBM cried, chat. Glad to see the DDS have left her alone. No, there has to be a take here that iti-twist ang narrative. I mean, she is a politician, but more importantly, she's a genuine public servant. What if, no? I mean, is this just us coping? Trying to defend Lenny kasi gusto natin si Lenny? Here, this looks like a reasonable take. This looks like a reasonable take. Of course, anti-Lenny will think this is a photo op, but if you have a working brain cells to be clearly neutral and objective, you will see that the message of this is about consistency. And that's a respectable trait. Hindi ito simple photo ops lang niya ginawa for PR. Hindi ito Mar Rojas na nagmando ng trapiko. Hindi ito BBM na kumain isang beses sa karinderya. Hindi ito Duterte na Colombo, kumain sa mahirap ng bahay tas wala na. Way before, Lenny always wanted to be on ground zero. Consistency. Pwede. Yeah. I mean, yun na lang. I guess that's it, right? I mean, this is a pretty long, worded out argument, but I think the essence of it is, if may doubts kayo dito, that's fair. Diba? That's fair if you're doubting this, pero tingnan mo na lang yung consistency ng ganito. Right? The amount of times throughout the decades or the years that we've seen Lenny in a similar position. And then we can make our armchair expert analysis. So I guess that's a pretty good take, I would say. Yeah, may track record na maayos eh. So as far as that goes, it's okay, right? This is an old post. But basically, kinakalbo natin yung Sierra Madre, right? Still protect Mother Nature, end of the day. Ban mining. Nah, ban unsustainable mining. Seed sale daw, seed back, step back chat. Wala na yat. This is not about Uwan, so we'll stay away from this one. Sa bagay, no? Sino ang namumuno if she's there? That's a fair take. That's a fair take as well. Yo, speaking of, sobrang tanga talaga ng mga, chat, boys in the chat. You know you're stupid. You know you're stupid when you do this, right? And I know I'm not any much smarter than any of these dudes. By the way, sobrang nakakatakot to, ah. Have you seen that one video? Na parang sa building yata kinuha. You don't know the size of these things because they're moving rather slowly. And it's only when it's a few meters away from you that you realize how massive it is and how you're not gonna escape it. Sobrang ano to, sobrang like it's one of those things where the bigger the thing is, the less accurate perception that you have. Like you will literally wither away if humampas yung ganitong kalaki tapos ikaw yung right in front of it. It's not that you're gonna get crushed, you're gonna get disintegrated, chat. That's just a fact. I've shown you the cow one, right? I've shown you the cow, yung natamaan ng freight train. You've seen that, right, chat? No, hindi ko pa nakikita yun, Romeo. Ito, may pendula si Mio dito. Slater Young? Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, we've talked about Slater last week, chat. The thing is, man, I just want Slater to say something. Because right now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Slater. Again, I'm still reserving my take because I am biased, right? I am biased kay Slater. I looked up to him, and I respected him while he was creator. I still do as a creator. I just want him to speak. And the more that he doesn't talk about it, the more that I'm wondering what's wrong. So, because the evidence is strong, right? The anecdotal evidence is strong. We need him to talk. We need him to provide facts and numbers and data para magkaalaman. Because it's not looking good. It's not looking good for this dude, man. So I'm not siding with Slater. All I'm saying is, I wish he already talked. But I am very updated. I am very updated with what's happened already. I mean, there are even rumors na because Slater is a private individual, mas magiging madali siyang gawing scapegoat to point all the cannons towards hate kay Slater instead of the anomalous flood control budget in Cebu. Diba? Easier to point it to Slater because Slater is a concrete individual with and mas madaling intindihin din yung project niya at yung kagulo na ginawa nung estate planning niya, yung pag-shave nung hillside and pag-create ng flooding because of that hillside. It's easier to imagine that narrative than it is to come up with a narrative sa flood control project. Mas madali. I mean, but I'm not saying Slater isn't guilty. But you know what's gonna happen? Slater's probably just gonna say, hey, look at this. Look at, you know what, Slater? I believe this is my guess, right? And this is not accurate by any means. Pero likely ang gagawin because of course they're now lawyers ni Slater. Their team is all scrambling to get their details straight, right? Because that's exactly why he's not talking. He's not talking from a legal perspective. He's not talking because he's not guilty or guilty. He's not talking because he doesn't want to be the legal team or the legal counsel probably says bawal siya magsalita to avoid complications. That's it, right? It's just not looking bad. It's just not looking good from a optics point of view. But I do feel like when he talks, he's probably gonna say something like, oh, ito, approval from DENR. Ito, approval from engineering. Approval. Like, he's gonna say, ito, approve lahat, approve lahat, approve lahat, approve lahat. So then it goes back to the government. Bakit nila inapprove? Diba? I mean, like, kung may problema talaga, bakit inapprove ng government? So, I feel like that's gonna be the big story. And they're probably letting it die down first para hindi pagalit yung mga tao. But I honestly feel like they have the papers. Whether they got those papers or those documentations in the right way is something we've yet to find out. But I think they have it, right? As big as a project as big as that, hindi pwedeng walang papeles yan. May papel yan. Ang tanong, paano na-approve? At kung in-approve, sino yung nag-approve? Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Kasi sila lang din, di ba? I don't get this part though. I mean, look at Slater Young. Bakit na why didn't the LGU stop them from building there in the first place? Common folk don't know where they can or can't build. I mean, look at Slater Young. I don't get why nadagdag si Slater Young dito. Is it because Bella Padilla is implying that Slater Young knows where to build because he's not common folk? Is that it? I don't get why. I don't get why nadagdag si Slater dito. Is it because Slater was able to build because the LGUs allowed him? I really don't understand. Common folk ba? Is common folk si Slater Young? That's the... Yun ba yung meaning nung message? So it's a message defending Slater Young? Wait, the Bella is defending Slater Young? Yun na nga eh. Sarcasm. Okay, I think Mio's take makes much more sense. Sarcasm. Medyo, yeah. I feel like it, Mio, Lirio. I think medyo sarcastic. Because Slater is not common folk. Baka hindi rin alam ni Slater. Yeah, pero sarcastic. Dang, man. My boy Slater. Gosh, man. I looked up to you. Go say something. So, I want to make that very clear, okay, chat? I admire Slater. But at the same time, if it's not good, then, you know, sometimes we gotta let go of our idols. Just wish Slater says something about this, because until then I can't really continue idolizing this dude. Yeah. The quoted message here that Bella replies to is Mark Coangco getting mad at normal people. Parang bakit ba ang stubborn nyo? Bakit kayo gumagawa ng bahay kung saan alam nyo namang binabaha? Yun yung message ni Mark Coangco dito eh. Dapat LGU ang may alam pero binigay nila kay Slater. I don't get it, still Romeo then. Oh no, may abangers pa rin. Oo naman, Philip, ganun dapat talaga eh, di ba? Hirap eh. Hirap kapag idol mo eh, no? Tapos, may ganito. But, you're right, Philip. Slater and Chris fan ako, sabi ni Mio. What do you mean? What I do, SC? 6'7", 6'7". Chat, if you want SC to get mad at you, say 6'7", 6'7". Now be a millennial first and then say 6'7", 6'7". SC will disown you. Yeah, you love 6'7". No. Better. Explain what 6'7" is to SC and then SC will disown you. Have I met Slater before? No, I've never met Slater. Never seen him either. Never seen Chris either. Hindi kami nag-abot sa school. "6'7" has no inherent meaning actually. That's a good reference though, na 6'7" could mean ho. Yeah? Yeah, chat. That's the point. There is no point. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it means nothing. I saw the post that you had on Discord, Romeo, but I think it's just somebody trying to dig too deep. Yeah, it's pointless. That's it. Yeah. What is this? Glaze Fest? Saan ka nagpunta, Mio? Oo nga yan, tinatanong ni Philip. I think Romeo, nauna yung meaninglessness and then somebody found a fitting theory. And then, inisip na yun yung tamang sagot. This is one of those theories. Bangkok. What's this? May pinadala dito. See? What's this? What's this?
Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams. Show me the way, 'cause I got bills.
What's this? What's this, Chad? Di ko yata kaya magmukbang tonight, chat. Honestly, I think my throat is getting worse. I have a talk. I have a talk on Wednesday. I won't be speaking for long, but I can't afford to get myself in worse shape. Tea help? Nah, I don't think so. Ano yung sinabi? Jet time. I don't know. Now and get chart. No, don't say that. Tas sa naiya yung immigration, nawawalan pa ng wifi. That's true, Mio. Yeah, I feel you. Nag-Bangkok ka pala nung weekend. Buti hindi ka naabutan ng bagyo. How long were you there for? Je t'aime. Yeah, I mean, look, chat. We're ready, okay? So, we're actually ready with our lava cake versus fudgy bar. So, it's not that ayaw natin magmukbang. We're very ready. And we bought our food for tonight's mukbang. We're not gonna eat everything. Never had that plan to. But we were basically gonna compare the top 2 flavors from lava cake and the top two flavors from fudgy bar at ipaglalaban natin sila. Hindi ko pinili ang makapuno kasi walang counterpart yun eh. In the same way na walang counterpart sa ube. So, ube yata yung meron ng fudgy bar. Tapos, yung lava cake, ube yung meron. Ube yung meron ng lava cake, makapuno yung meron ng fudgy bar. So, hindi sila pwedeng magbangga. Gets? Tapang ng pal, no? Happy you're back home safe, by the way, Mio. Ang bilis lang ng 3 days, ha? Je t'aime, Philip. Je t'aime. My talk, it's gonna be in Marikina. It's gonna be in Marikina, my talk. About what? Conquering the midweek conquering the midweek slump. So it basically talks about. I mean, I'll present it to you tomorrow, chat. Yun na lang. So I'm actually supposed to come up with the slides tonight, and then tomorrow I will be presenting to you. Okay, G? Yo, 1V, please message on Discord. Di ko pa napapadala sa'yo yung napanalunan mong raffle. Conquering the midweek slump is gonna be the topic on Wednesday, and I'm gonna put the focus on exercise and sports and working out as a means to getting over that slump. So again, gagawa ako ng slides tonight. Tomorrow, I'll present it to you, chat. Okay? Para mag-practice na rin ako in front of you. 1V, baka mali yung account na mini-message ko. For real, I do feel like mali yung I am messaging the wrong account. Hold on. Kasi may mini-message ako pero walang reply sa akin, 1V. Ito oh. Itong isa, look at this. My last message to you was October 18. Before that, September 29. Ko, congrats, 1V. Does your username start with a P? Please message me, 1V. Di ko nakikita yung pangalan mo eh. I mean, I see your name, but I'm not sure if you're using this account. Thank you, Philip. I suck with slides, so let's see how good I'll make it. Yeah, meron.
It's a moment you'll never forget.
I'll never forget this one time my friend came out running and screaming, "It's a boy!" He was literally in tears. We never went back to Thailand again.
What's a
Fair. Pinadala ni LJ. Yeah, I might not be hanging out for too long, chat. It's getting worse. I feel it. But other than that, I think I want to show you the schedule. We're only streaming a few times this week. Unfortunately, only streaming 3 times this week, chat. And tonight, medyo mapapaikli pa because I do have to prioritize recovery. But I really want to make it up to you. So give me a chance. I'll find ways to make it up to you. But if you look here, here. We are here on the 10th, Fudgy Bar versus Lava Cake. Hopefully by tomorrow magagawa natin siya. 12 no stream. 12 no stream because that will be the day of the talk. And then 14th no stream because I will be out of town for a wedding. I can't stream on the 16th much as I want to because that will be the day Ali Orts leaves for out of the country. And 17, 18, na-modify na yan. We will be having guests on the 17th and the 18th. Okay? The 19th, walang stream ulit because I'll be having another talk. So 12th and 19th are the same. Nivea talks. And then 2021. And then, of course, Vietnam towards the end of the month. I'll be sending the updated schedule once I finalize the Vietnam schedule. Okay? But, Baktidol. Yeah, may Baktidol na rin naman. But, man, sometimes you just gotta let the cough run. You know what I mean? So, on the 25th, we'll have the Hanoi room tour. On the 27th, we will be celebrating Benny Fam November Celebrants. 28th, Sapa room tour. Okay? I will do Fudgy Bar. I'll try to do it tomorrow if risky masyado mag-IRL stream kasi kailangan ko pa rin magpahinga. Okay? You feel ancient? Why do you feel ancient? Bactidol for sure. I've been taking Robitussin also. I have been having a lot of chocolates. Yeah, Vietnam, baby. I've never been to Vietnam, chat. So kung may tips kayo, let me know. Let me know what to do. Also, mag-11-11 na. So I'll be buying the Christmas decors that you've suggested. And hopefully dumating siya right away. Ayun, si Uwan. Oh! Okay. You're using a totally different name. Got it, 1V. Ingat daw sa motorcycles. Bring the za. Alright. Bactidol is the way. Lulunukin ko ba? What else? This should be really fun, chat. Okay, please be here on the 17th and 18th. Muay Thai with Kevin, and then Thea will be with us streaming about pageantry life. I don't think we're going to Ho Chi Minh. It's Hanoi only and Sapa. Then the 21st, Miss Universe recap, baby. Really broken schedule, chat. Yeah, we have to lock it in, Levy. Really weird stream. Look at this. We're not streaming much this month at all. That's why I really want to make it up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Look at that, chat. 14 stream days only. I'm streaming less than half the month this month. And then I got sick pa. So I'm not happy at all. My goal is to stream on all weekdays as much as possible. Ah, talaga ba? Teka. What's that street again, Romeo? God! Yun ba yun? Baktidol mumug lang daw, sabi ni Manang. Okay, Manang. Thank you. Gosh. So that's when you say 6'7". When somebody says 6'7", gosh. Dililunok mo ba, Levi? Yeah, well, I'll do my best to recover tonight, chat. You too, kung may sakit kayo, please get well. I hope that I get a really you know how those you have that long night's rest and then the next day gumaling ka na. That's what I want to experience. Yeah. Mumug lang din ba ang mouthwash? Yan ang di ko alam. Baka iba na tawag doon kapag hindi mo siya minumug. What do you mean the Hawk Tua? I think I've been I'll be honest, Chad. I think the Robitussin, I think I've been having the side effects. Robitussin side effects. Look at that. Drowsiness, chat. So, lately na sobrang antok ko parate, I have been taking Robitussin religiously every 6 hours, just like it says so. And I've been taking the upper dose of 10 ml. So, di naman ako nagkaka-headache. The dizziness kind of feels like I'm dissociating. Pero I am sleepy a lot. So, man, laugh trip lang na parang minsan, I get it now. I get it why some people love Robitussin. like as in literally, 'di ba naman nabanggit ko sa inyo kagabi, I mean kanina, na natulog ako for 9 hours, nag-grocery kami kanina, pag-uwi nag-nap ako kasi hindi ko kinaya yung antok ko. Robitussin. Oh, man. I'm taking the one that's an expectorant and an antitussive. So I guess I shouldn't be taking it as often, huh? But yeah, I'll be doing the Fudgy Bar tomorrow, chat, if I'm not doing the IRL. Ventolin isn't for, ang Ventolin hindi siya pang common cough eh. Robitussin. Yeah, pang asthma yung Ventolin. It's not for your common cough, which I think is what I have. So maybe that's why I've been feeling weak. It's too much Robitussin. I'll study the scheduling for that, Alex. Because very, very, very tight schedule for the month. So I'm studying what we can do because I'm trying my best to just move things around. That's why I can't send you a revised schedule yet, chat. Kasi sobrang gulo ng lahat. We're leaving on the 25th, right? So I have to cram all of these within the amount of time that we have left. I want to stream on weekends, okay? That's also one thing I want to do, but with travel nearing, I don't know what weekends I could still use for stream because here's the problem, chat. For 15th may wedding out of town. 14th pa lang nandun na kami. Batangas yung wedding. Batangas yung wedding ko na pupuntahan ko sa 15th. 14th pa lang naka-check-in na kami. 22nd, another wedding. And on the 22nd, hindi na kami nag-check-in yan kasi naubusan na kami ng pera. On the 22nd, no more check-in. We're just gonna drive straight there. But on the 23rd, right? Wait, but walang stream sa 24? Oh, because it's the day before the flight. I might actually open up a stream here. Parang pwede yata. May plans pa sa 23. I might open up a stream on the 23rd. Because I can't stream night before. I need the day to prepare. But I might open up a stream on the 23rd. Okay? So that's one thing I think I can do. Sana all check-in. But yeah, just to let you know, chat, sineryoso ni Alex ang hiling ninyo na mag-hotdog tier. I guess you guys want to see me stuff hot dogs in my mouth. And so we will. Alex sponsored a bunch of different hot dogs. I have the photo here, honestly. Wait lang. I just don't know when to schedule it because I want it to be a good mukbang. Not only are we gonna have to cook all those hot dogs, right? I mean, not all, but may prep time yun. But at the same time, I don't want it to be rushed. Ayoko yung nagmamadali tayo for it. So check it out, chat. Ang sponsor ni Alex na mga hotdog. Anywhere from your CDO to your Highlands to your Delimondo. O, diba? May inaraw yung audio sa TikTok. Is that true? I know, right? Apparently beef. All of these are beef franks. Beef franks lahat yung binili ni Alex. May galit siya sa pork hotdog. Wala eh. Walang TJ eh. And then, dito ako medyo natawa. So you see this, right, chat? CDO beef franks, yung blue. Beef Angus yung Pure Foods. Delimondo beef franks. Highland beef franks. And then may naligaw na Pampanga's best na Chomp's breakfast sausage. W's in the chat for Mommy Cake. Oh! Yeah. Mahina ba talaga audio natin sa TikTok? Chomps are good. I will, Romeo. I will. Yung pumuputok na hotdog, yung chomps, yung ba yun? Okay na raw, sabi ni Kero. Kero, lipat ka dito. Come over here to YouTube. Yeah. Probably CDO na yung pinaka-mid, no? 1V, by the way, I got your message. I will message you para finally mapadala ko na. Mga 1 month na yatang nakaabang lang dun yung items mo. Oh, and for the winners of our Ribisco from last week, please stand by. I have your Ribisco over here. I have your Ribisco over here. I will get to it within the week as well. Other than that, chat, I think we can wrap this up for now. A little short tonight. Just to recover. I promise a better stream tomorrow. Just let me rest. I'll present to you my talk as well para makapag-practice. Pwede niyong i-critique yung mga sasabihin ko so that I could present properly on Wednesday. Besides, if we're removing a stream day on Wednesday, my talk better be good, right? So, thank you for now, chat. I'll see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned para sa stream schedule natin. I plan to send it very, very soon. Yeah. Thank you for the understanding. I want to give a huge shout out to the following people on TTS. I want to give a huge shout out, of course, to Gio. Also want to give a huge shout out to Mommy Keiko for the 5 gifted. To OJ, our mod who dropped by tonight's stream. Sa mga tumambay, of course, we have all of you. Thank you for being here on a Monday night. I hope you guys are safe and dry. LJ, Romeo, Biels, SC, Philip, Oliver, Levy, Kiko, Lirio, and Milky Way Rocker as our top 10. I hope we get to see each other some more. 1V, Milky Way Rocker, please drop by some more. We stream regularly, Mondays through Fridays, 8:30 p.m. We are now Mr. On Time. Levy can vouch. We're Mr. On Time now. Is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it, chat. This is about where the stream ends. Thank you for hanging out over here as always sa Twitch. Lirio, Valix, and Volt. Also spy from YouTube. Oh, it's Ryan! There you go. Nagdidili-dali kasi ang YouTube eh. Minsan username. Minsan real name. I in fact don't vote for that. What do you mean? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, chat. Papagaling lang ako, but I will be back tomorrow. Ugh.